Now, I wanted to ask this question to you guys because this question helped me wake up and start my spiritual journey. I'm not saying it caused it, but it definitely did push it there. Growing up, I was Christian, right? And I'm Haitian. So the only example I had from Haitian voodoo was a bad example. You know, we had stuff put on us in our house. It was crazy. So as a kid, I'm like, okay, voodoo's evil. That's what I had as a kid. So I grew older, I was like, why am I not allowed to question what voodoo is? Why am I not allowed to actually figure out what it is, you know? And then I started like watching videos on it, actually trying to learn what it is, because I couldn't ask for my parents, because at the time my parents were like very religious. But we would go to church and I had so many questions. And the main question was, who made God? We are aware Jesus is the Son of God. Cool, but who made God? I would ask people in the church. I would get blank stares, like, and I was a kid. I would get blank stares. I would get, well, they didn't know the answer. What do they say? Only God knows. Only God knows. So I started asking way more questions, like, why, if God knew everything that's gonna happen, why did he let it happen? Why didn't he stop it from happening? Only God knows. If God knew that Satan was gonna happen, why didn't he stop Satan? I had so many questions. Not one person can answer them to me. So I'm like, okay, so I have these questions. Nobody can answer it. The book can't even answer it. What am I here for? Why am I following this? And then growing up, I'm like, you know, Christianity was only brought onto us because of slavery, like Black people. It was only brought to us from slavery. Before slavery, we had our ancient practices. And since I'm Haitian, we had Haitian voodoo. Haitian voodoo stems from Yoruba religions, because Haitians were slaves that came from Africa. The western or eastern part, I'm not really sure. Got them there. We had our spiritual beliefs. We had our mixture of things that we already believed in, and we kept it. And I think, yeah, a year ago I made a 10-page essay about Haitian voodoo, and I talked about basically everything I knew, and I read books about it and everything like that. And I'm like learning. I'm gonna get into that later in the video, but what I'm basically saying, question everything. Just because your parents were Christian does not mean you have to. Because of slavery, we were introduced to that as Black people. People are going to say, well, the first Bible is from Ethiopia. That's not the Bible we're reading. This book is thousands upon thousands of years old, and you don't think people have tampered with it to fit their narrative? Who made the Bible? Oh, King James was actually... Who is King James? Was he a good person? Okay, so it's like, ask these questions. You know, ask these questions. Question literally everything as to like, why are you here? Why are you eating this? What? And if those thoughts make you scared, good. Because when I was learning those thoughts, when I was still indoctrinated, when I was still not thinking for myself, those thoughts and those questions scared the fuck out of me. They scared me. And I needed that. They always tell you in the movies and everything like that, go towards the light. You gotta go into the darkness. You gotta go into the darkness. The darkness, even within light. Within life, you gotta go in the darkness to actually find yourself, because you realize you are the light yourself. Just think about it. Use the analogy. You're a fly, right? You're trying to search. You're in a dark place. You can't find anything, and you see a light. You start going towards it. It's so pretty. Look how the light is. This must be the sun. You go towards it. Zap, you're dead. It was a fly swatter. It's those lanterns that were made to kill insects. Yeah, that was the light. That's gonna be your ass. You keep following that light, you're gonna be zapped. You're coming back. Square one, you're coming back here. If you didn't know, you know now. You have to actually ask yourself hard questions. And if you can't find the answer, don't go looking in it at a book. Don't go asking somebody. Go within. Meditate. If you know, you know. I wish I could explain what I've discovered about myself just from meditating, but it grounds you. It doesn't make you scared. Fear is like something I hear about. Why are we here? If God knows everything, then why did God let slavery, massacres, horrible, tragic things, why did God let it happen? If he is end all be all, he knows it all, he controls all, why would he let it happen? If God knew that Satan was going to come here to like cause chaos, why didn't he stop him? Ask yourself those questions. And if you can't find the answer, if you can't figure it out, then why are you following it? Just because everybody is doing something does not mean you have to. These religions were kept to make you closed-minded, to make you not think for yourself. A free thinker is dangerous to these people. It's dangerous for them because nothing can go past a free thinker. It was made to keep you in a low vibration. Now, I truly believe there's some people that are like in Abrahamic religions where I'm like, okay, they chill because they still fulfill their soul. They still are a free thinker, but they still choose that. I'm not knocking them. As long as you're fulfilling your soul and you're actually raising your vibration, no harm, no foul, you know? But I just know majority of people that follow these Abrahamic religions, they're not doing that. They believe that God is an outside source. It's an inside source. God is within. Nobody is your savior. Nobody's going to come to save you. No one is your savior but yourself. I know it's crazy, right? Nobody's going to come to save you. Nobody's going to come down here, swoop you up and be like, That's a trap that they made you believe that it was true. Nobody's going to come down and save you. You're not going to die and walk on gold. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. They keep on putting fear into your head to keep you in a low vibration so it's easier for you to control. For you to follow these things. Oh, if you don't abide, you're going to hell. Newsflash, hell is already here. This is hell. If hell was a place, it's Earth. It's this planet. It's this planet. Not anywhere else. You think there's a place worse than this? I said that and I just feel that it went over so many people's heads. It's tragic, but it is what it is. It really is what it is. So who made God? You keep using one book to validate everything, as if that book can't be tampered with, as if that book might have been a lie. Who made that book? Okay. How do you know that book wasn't tampered with? Wasn't taken out? Take out some passages, put in some passages just so people can be easier to manipulate. So it'll be easy to control people. Did you know in slavery, they kept a separate Bible? And within that Bible, the slaves can only read the Bible. They weren't allowed to read anything else, only the Bible. If they can read, because they weren't even allowed to read. They made a specific Bible just for slaves. And in those passages, there's one that says, obey me like your God in the sun. Like, obey me, your master on this earth, your master in this land, as if you were to obey the God in the sky. That's basically what it said. I'll look up the passage to actually fact check. If something is actually trying to fulfill you, it's actually good for you, right? And I'm specifically talking to my melanated people. Your ancestors have literally died, got eaten, got massacred over this. And the quick way to mind control them was that book, was that religion, was that way of thinking. And you're here, you're free, and you still choose to believe in that. Now, I'm not saying that there's no God. I believe in God. I pray to God every day. I just don't believe that a God is something external or is a person named Jesus. The practices that your ancestors have believed in are so powerful. Like, I can't even explain it with words how powerful. Like, yo, they can't take it from us. But what they can do is make us be afraid of ourselves, make us be afraid of our own tradition, of our own blood, of our own practices, make us afraid of it. They cannot take it away. They don't have that power. That's the only thing they can't take away from us. But they can make us scared about it. They can make us turn away from it. They can make us be ashamed and embarrassed about it. I'm Haitian, right? I'm embracing my roots. What my ancestors practice, so will I practice. Because I am my ancestors and my ancestors are me. If it wasn't for Haitian voodoo, us Haitians would never be free. We are the first and only freed Black republic on this planet. And it's because of Haitian voodoo. It unites us. It keeps us whole. It heals us. Yes, I'm aware. Some people use it for evil. Newsflash, there's evil people in every practice. Newsflash, evil people come in all shapes and sizes and they have different beliefs than you and have same beliefs as you. Shitty people come everywhere. They're in everything. It's horrible that people decide to use it for their malice intent rather than to unite people and help Haiti right now. It's unfortunate. That's why I say it's important to heal, to do shadow work before you ever do anything, especially when it comes to dabbling magic. The stories of the Haitian Revolution. The stories. If you don't know much about it, I'm planning on making a video actually that'd be a good idea, to actually showing what happened and how it actually was. But that's one example. Go back to your roots, Sankofa. Go back to which you came from. Go back home, you know? I'm not saying that in a racist way. Hold up now, wait a minute. I ain't saying like that. You are your ancestors, and your ancestors are you. All those fears that your ancestors had during those dark times, why do you think a lot of melanated people are scared of dogs, scared of swimming? Once in a while, we'll get up and check outside our window. You think that came out of nowhere? Newsflash. Whenever your ancestors or people that lived before you, it happened to something happened to them, it literally changes your DNA. So it happens to you too. So if you are your ancestors and your ancestors are you, that affects every human, every race, every shade. I'm gonna let you marinate on that for a little bit. So don't be surprised when a certain group of people are still acting the same way they were acting thousands of years ago. Why do you think they'll be different? It's in their DNA. It's in our DNA. You can argue with your mama about it. You can argue about it, but I'm willing to have a conversation about this because it really hurts me that people cannot think for themselves. People refuse because they're too scared. Scared of what? That's the worst thing you could be doing right now, is to not think for yourself. That's the worst thing. There's nothing worse than that. Yeah, I get it. The truth is scary. It can be scary at times, but you know what is scarier? Just blindly following people, keeping your eyes closed. Now that's scary. Being insecure, being in a low vibration. Because when you're in a low vibration, you know evil spirits attach to you way easier because you're easy access. You're already so low, so far deep down into the spectrum of vibrations that you're just easy to mess with. And if you're not spiritually tapped into your gifts, you're probably not even gonna notice. This goes so deep. This goes so deep. And there's no wonder they make you hide from it so much. They put fear into your head that it's evil. It shouldn't be this way. Don't do it. Us Haitians, we whooped they ass so bad that they still know what happened. They will never forget this, but They make you hide away from it, right? And if you didn't watch the movie Avatar with the blue people, it's the story of Haiti. Just saying. And the story of Africa in general. It's not fake, it's literally what happened. Us Haitians, us black people, us melanated people, us Africans, whatever. We are literally connected with the earth. No wonder our afros look like the leaves. Our locks look like vines. Our skin shines like copper in the sun. We are nature's people. We connect with trees. I talk to trees all the time. They give me messages. You can literally do the same. You have the power to do the same. No, I'm not saying like I sit next to the tree opens its mouth like, how you doing today, Tati? Like, no, obviously not. Oh, but it's like, if you know, you know. But they make you scared of yourself. They make you scared of your culture, your belief, your power, so you don't tap into it. But meanwhile, they want to tap into it, but they can't. They can't. That's the only thing they cannot take away from you. 111 on the clock. That's the only thing they cannot take away from you. And you're still choosing to not follow it. And unfortunately, they're trying to make Haiti pay for it right now. Why do you think we're the only and the first Black republic that freed ourselves? Why do you think that? Do you think it's because it literally unites us? It's a way of living. It's a way of healing. It's literally life. Whoop them so bad. I can't even, it's so gruesome. I can't even share the stories on YouTube of what happened. Voodoo and Yoruba religions are literally the top religions that are the misunderstood and misrepresented on the planet. And there's a reason why. The same people that are teaching you the things that they teach you in school, the same people that are in control of the media, the weather, everything, the same people that control everything are the same people that experience the dark side of these religions. So that's all they're going to teach you, the dark side. That's all they're going to give you, the dark side. So you don't tap into it, so you don't know it. They put this fear in you so you don't find out for yourself, because you're going to be so hard to control. Damn near you're not going to be able to be controlled by them. Think about that. It goes so deep. It's so deep. Ask yourself hard questions. Who made God? Why am I here? Why are you here? Why do we have to pay taxes? Why do we have to pay for land that's already stolen? Why do you have to pay and do any of this? Why does any of this matter? We're the only species on this planet that has to pay to live. Just think about that. So before you judge another person because of their spiritual beliefs, because they're not religious, you gotta ask yourself, who's really laughing? Can you think for yourself? Are you satisfied? Does it fulfill your soul? Because fear is not real. And if you feel it, it was put into you. You just got to figure out, where was it from? Let you think about that. Stay authentic, stay open-minded, and stay free thinking reflection. Thanks for having time with Tati. I'm out.